I think one of the most wonderful experiences I've ever had has been today, June, what is it? 6th, 1967. Bonnie and her family have been visiting us for about 10 days, and her little girl just got old enough last month to be baptized, and they waited until they came down here so she could be baptized down here. Becky Jane, and we had planned at first to baptize her in the river at Gividen, where most of the rest of the family had been baptized. But then we happened to think that Bonnie was baptized in a little creek up in Newton County, so we decided we'd carry her up there and have her baptized up there. And Helen and her family were here. We all took off about 10 o'clock in the morning and had us a nice picnic lunch packed. And we went to this place, this little creek in Weirgate, Newton County, Texas. The creek where Bonnie was baptized. Well, it had changed some. It wasn't as broad as it was. It had filled in a lot. Sand had washed in on each side. We hunted a place, and Grandpa went down under the road bridge. There was a highway bridge across the road there, and he went down under that bridge looking for a good place, and there was an ideal little place under there, a sandbar, as cool and nice as it could be there, with water sufficiently deep to baptize her right there on the edge of that sandbar, where we'd have privacy and could have our little meeting there to ourselves. So we went down under there and had a little service, sang a couple of songs and had a prayer, and Grandpa gave a talk, and then Chuck baptized her. It was his first experience with baptizing. He'd just been ordained a priest Sunday, and he did a mighty good job of baptizing her. He didn't have to put her under the second time. He got her under completely at first, and he came out and got their clothes changed so they wouldn't be so cold. And then we went back up the creek a ways to a good little picnic ground in the woods that Helen knew about. And, well, we had gone picnicking there when the children were small. And she'd been several times since then. And so we went up there and had a wonderful picnic, built a fire and roasted wieners and marshmallows. And we had sandwiches and cookies and potato chips, and just had a wonderful picnic. And then we came back and went through Weirgate and took pictures of the two houses that we had lived in. They were both happened to still be there in Weirgate. Both were there in Weirgate. Hadn't been torn down. Most of the houses there had been torn down, but those two, not the one Helen was born in, but the one Bonnie was born in, and the one we later all lived together in, was living in when we decided to leave there. They're still standing, and Bonnie and Harold got pictures of those. That just rounded out a wonderful day.
Well, I think that's a very fine autobiography, don't you, Becky?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to tell us what really happened to you today now, and see if it's true? What did happen to you today?
I got baptized down where Mama was, just like Grandma said, and my feet almost went up to the top, but they didn't, and so. And the water was real cold, and it was real cold when I got out, and
Who baptized you now?
Chuck Vance Gividen baptized me, and Grandpa Cryer confirmed me.
Where were you confirmed?
In under a bridge, and I was baptized under a bridge.
What'd you sit on?
A stump.
Okay. Okay, now we'll see what Peggy Sue has to say about her vacation. You enjoyed your stay in Texas this vacation, Peggy?
Yes. Well, having fun with my cousins. Fighting. We'll play fighting with them.
Which cousins? What are their names? What are their names?
Aunt Helen and Uncle Dale.
Uncle Dale?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And Jerry, Catherine, David, and we had fun. We went down to this place where Robertsons lived, and we went down to this lake. We swam for a little while, and the bigger boys, they got to go swimming, fishing, skiing. Well, just have fun.
Did you take another trip down to Beaumont one day and went down to Anahuac?
Yeah.
What happened down there? Huh? That's the day you went for the boat ride, didn't you go for a boat ride? Who went with us? Who took us?
Uncle Dale.
And what all did we do down there?
We looked for shells. Mama, she found this clam shell. It had been open, and so she gave it to me, and then I found a whole bunch of shells, and when I was washing them, I found that most of the little shells, they were pieces of clam shells. And
What else did we do there?
we went boat riding. And
Whose boat?
Uncle Dale's.
That's pretty nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty good uncle, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
And then where did we go? Someplace you got wet, didn't you? Remember we had a picnic, and then we all loaded up and went around the other side of the thing, and what did you do over there?
We went swimming.
Oh, surely, that wasn't hard to say, was it? You having a good time now?
Yeah.
You ready to go home?
No.
When are you going home? Day after tomorrow, huh? Thursday. Okay, thank you. Okay, Julie, I guess it's your turn. You can tell us what you'd like to tell us about your vacation here. Go ahead.
Well, I've been saving bugs, starting to save bugs. And one day, Grandpa and I, it was Sunday, we went out bug hunting, and I guess that's what you'd call it. And when we had the tornado, it made this great big tree in their yard fall over, and they had to haul it off. It left the stump there, and so Grandpa and I, we started looking around in the stump, and we found a great big grubworm. And Grandpa says it's the biggest one he's ever seen, except for when he was a little boy. He can vaguely remember seeing one that big. And then one morning we woke up, and the dog Blackie had killed a baby armadillo. And so I asked Grandpa if we could put it in some formaldehyde, and so I could take it home and show all the kids there, because I guess they'd never even heard of an armadillo. And it's a real little one, so it'd be easy to carry. And we've got it we froze it, and so then we went to get the formaldehyde, and it's in the formaldehyde right now. And I just had so much fun here. I've been trying to coax Mama to let me stay, but she says she can't do without me, which I think she can for a little while, but I'd sure like to stay here for a long time. And I wish I had a Texas accent.
Okay, Peggy, you say you want to do something else?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Sing a song.
What are you going to sing?
Perfect Nanny for Mary Poppins.
I'll hold the microphone. You just go ahead and sing.
If you want to try go fishing. Have a cheery disposition, rosy cheeks, no warts, play games of sorts. You must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and very pretty. Take us on outing, give us treats, sing songs, bring sweets, never be cross or cruel, never give us casserole or gruel. Love us as a son and daughter, and never smell of barley water. If you want gold and dominate us, we will never give you cause to hate us. We won't touch us. You can't see toads in your bed or pepper in your tea. Hurry, Nanny, many thanks. Sincerely, Jane and Michael, thanks. Da 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 da. If you want gold and dominate us, we will never give you cause to hate us. We won't tie your spectacles so you can't see the toads in your bed or pepper in your tea. Hurry, Nanny, many thanks. Sincerely, Jane and Michael, thanks.
Okay, Becky, now what's going to happen next?
I'm going to sing, me and Peggy are going to sing a song together, and it's going to be, and it's going to be called,
Okay, go ahead.
Our little Swiss boy, climbed the mountain one day, he met a friend, and you can hear him say, yo-yo, whip-doo, yo-yo, whip-doo, yo-yo, whip-doo, yo-yo, whip-doo, that's too high for me to follow you. The end.
Now, what's your name? What's your name, young lady? Tell me what's your name. No, but tell us what's your name. Amy who?
Amy Gividen.
And where do you live?
On Lake Utah.
You do. What are you going to do for us today?
Daddy, we sing.
You want to sing? You want to sing a song? What are you going to sing? Spoonful of sugar? Okay, look, hold this right there. All right, sing. Go ahead. Amy got stage fright and didn't pan out. So, Becky, you say you want to do something? What are you going to do?
I'm going to sing another song, but it's going to be alone.
Pick it up.
I'm going to sing another song, and I'm going to sing it alone.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to sing... I'm going to sing June Time is Here.
All right, speak up.
June time is here, it's the time of good cheer, it's a time of vacation, no matter place, there's a time to be hiking, a time to be liking, a time to be merry and gay. I say, I love these warm June nights, the cool June days. I like to go and gaze at June's delightful sights. So pack up the car, we can go near or far, we can jump in the pool, say goodbye to school, we can splash in the ocean and buy scent and lotion. Oh, June time, you're like a gay so long.
Okay, one more, Julie. You go ahead and sing yours, and then we'll chop it off.
I'm going to sing the first and second verses of Supercalifragilistic. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, lie, because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, lie. So, when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say. But better use it carefully or it can change your life. One day I said it to me girl and now me girl's me wife. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, 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 supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's your name?
Okay.
Your name Norman?
Tina.
Norman Gividen?
Sure.
Say see you later. You say mama?
Mama.
Say daddy?
Daddy.
Chucky?
Ducky.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Amy, you think you want to sing your song now? All right. Tell us what you're going to sing.
Everyone has to go home.
All right, sing it.
Everyone just has to go to home. To everyone to go to Wisconsin to very laughing. Was to go home. Was to get a home and was to get out in the bathtub. He was to get out and everyone to ski, and he was going in the bathtub when he was to get.
You going to sing A Spoonful of Sugar now? All right.
Spoonful of sugar, now American, so get American, so get Listen, go get sugar, has American, so get American, go down, American, so go down. And for sugar, for love, sugar, for that, and more, so wait, hey.
Okay, I guess we better get Bonnie on here now to give her version of her vacation this time. So, Bonnie, you want to take it for a moment?
Well, to me, this has been one of the nicest vacations we've ever spent in Texas. We've had the most fun and done the most things and seem to enjoy each other and all the things that we've done together more than we ever have before. Helen has spent a lot of time here with us, which has made it extra special having all the cousins together. And even though there's been a large group of them and several different ages, they've gotten along real well, and there's been no quarreling at all. We've spent some time down at Helen's, and her and Dale took us to do some of their favorite things. And she spent 3 or 4 days up here with us. We've canned beans and peas and frozen corn and life together and had long talks about raising children and compared problems and just thoroughly enjoyed talking over old times and all the other things that we've done. And I guess the highlight of today was going up to Weirgate, where I was born and lived the first 11 years of my life, seeing a few of the old places that I remembered. Most of them are gone, but the 2 homes that I knew there are still standing. And I couldn't help but have the memories flood back as I looked at these 2 places and a few of the old landmarks that I remembered, back to a very, very pleasant childhood with my mother and father. We were very close as a family, just the 4 of us. And because we were Mormons and for various other reasons, we were almost forced into being close and doing everything together. We took long walks in the woods, and today we visited some of these places where we used to walk. We talked about some of the things that we used to do when we were together as a family. And these were very pleasant, and yet in a way it was sad to me to go back to the old hometown because so many things had changed. And this was just a little bit heartbreaking because I had never pictured it in my mind as being any different than when I was a child. It was nice to have my children and my husband go back and see these places that I had known as a child, places that were important and very special to me. I guess that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you, Bonnie. Now, Chuck, I guess it's your turn. Now we'd like to hear from you and see how you've been impressed by your trip down here. So go ahead.
Sure have had a lot of fun up here. Sure have had going up to the Astrodome. Boy, that's a big building. Up there they have the longest zipper in the world, and they have air conditioning 24 hours a day. And then also I like when we went to the NASA Space Center, we got to see Shara and Conrad. Well, these are the astronauts. And I really had fun when we went to San Jacinto Monument. And then last Sunday was here, I was ordained a priest by Grandpa. And then that Tuesday I baptized Becky, which is my first baptism. And I sure have enjoyed staying up here. I wish we could stay a couple more weeks, but also kind of glad we're leaving for home so we can get all this fruit that's going to start coming out, especially the apricots. That's all. And also, I forgot to tell you that when we went to Tommy Robinson's, we went fishing, but I didn't catch anything, but he gave me let me ski, and we used a 10 horsepower motor to ski, and it was a little hard getting up, but I finally made it a few times and skied a little bit, and we had quite a lot of fun up there.